I lead a club at 1 or 2 and hit your celly. You just smoking at the crib watching.
Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to my survival guide for the Black Ops 3 zombie map Der
Eisendrache.
This video is meant to hopefully help those who are having issues on PS4 or those who will be getting the map soon on Xbox One. From here, all you need to do is click on the text you want a tutorial for, or if you're on a mobile device, you can check out all the content and timings in the description. As always, I'd love to hear what you have to say about my videos and whether you like them or not, so if you could leave me some feedback in the comment section below, that would really help me improve my content. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Just don't fall asleep on the kid. I'll be there in a minute. All the wild shit that I did.
I don't really know why you clicked on this tutorial. It's always here at spawn, right there. It's in this room, second floor. This is the location of Double Tap starting here at spawn. What we're going to do is go to this debris right here, or this gate. We're going to buy that for $7.50, and then if we come up here, we can go through this broken wall right there, and that's where Double Tap is. This is the location of Mule Kick starting here at spawn. Now what we're going to do is come up the stairs here, and we're going to go over to Quick Revive here, and then there's going to be a debris right here for $7.50. You're going to buy that, or it's going to be a gate, I should say. And then when you come up here to the left, Mule Kick is right there. This is the location of Speed Cola starting at spawn. So what you're going to do is take the same route you would if you were trying to find Mule Kick. So we're going to come over to Quick Revive, take a right, and then we're going to go up here. There's Mule Kick right there, except we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep going up here, and I believe there's going to be debris right here for $12.50. You can buy that, and then we're going to make our way across the courtyard. This door does not need to be bought. It's already open. Actually, there is a door here, and it will only be opened when the power is turned on. And Speed Cola is to the left right there in this corner. This is the location of Juggernog starting here at spawn, and what we're going to do is come up the stairs here, and if you've already turned the power on, this gate is going to open and you can find Juggernog right there. Now if you don't know how to turn the power on, you can just go back to the beginning of the video, find the power tutorial or location, and then you can move on to this step. Stamin-up and the power switch are in the same room, so if you don't know where this is located, go ahead back to the beginning of the video and click the power switch location tutorial. This is the location of the power switch starting from spawn. Now, I would recommend taking this right side door here. That's going to be about 750 points, and then you're going to make your way up through this way, and we're going to be passing Double Tap right there. Alright, from here you can take two lanes. You could go that way or this way here, and I'm going to do this way. And no matter which way you take, it's pretty much going to end the same way. So as you can see, if you came up that way, you'd come this way. And then there's going to be another symbol right there that you got to go to. And this is going to be about $12.50 for that door there. We're going to make our way through these rooms. There's going to be another door here for about $1,500. And then we're going to buy that, make our way to the left here. And the switch is right there. And when you turn the switch on, I believe it activates 3 doors. See how that just opened? It's going to open up that one. It's also going to open up, this one right here. And then it also opened up that one down there, which is right next to the first, right below the first dragon head. Okay, so I actually forgot 2 doors. This big one leading into the Speed Cola room is opened, and then the blockade on the opposite side of this one is also opened. To activate this Easter egg, all you need to do is come up to this box that is in Samantha's room and hold square or X. This is the tutorial on how to build the zombie shield. Now, in order to actually get these pieces, they're going to be like floating up on the walls here, or like they're stuck to the wall. So in order to get these pieces, we're going to have to turn the anti-gravity on in this room. And to do this, you're just going to come up to these squares and stand on them. And what will happen is a bright blue light will shine from under you. And then you just have to do it on all 4. And then this will happen, as you can see here. So the first part location's right there above this doorway. And as you can see, I can jump up to these locations. The second one is above this doorway here. And then the third one is located right here, which is where I believe mine is. There it is. And you just gotta get up there somehow. Get it up. Got it. All right. And as you can see, I already have the other 2. But this is technically, I'm starting with, this is the first piece. And those are the 3 locations. These are the 3 locations for the second part. Now we're going to make our way from the death ray trap over there. And if you come into the bell tower right here, the first location is right behind this guy who's sitting in the chair right there. He's just hanging out. The second location can be found down here by the stairs. Right there. That's where mine is right now. And then the third location can be found I believe right there, right up against these boxes. These are the 3 locations for the third and final part. The first location is right here on these boxes next to the shovel or spade, however you want to say that, and that's where mine was. And by the way, this is near the first dragon head that you encounter. The second location is right here next to these boxes and that railing. And then the third location, we can go up here. It's going to be up these stairs and right there in front of these steps. This is the tutorial on how to get the Wrath of Ancient's bow, and this item is exactly like the Hell's Retriever, where you have to feed 3 heads around the map with zombies. The first dragon head is located near the double tap area, and you can get here by taking the right side door from spawn. The second one is located in the Speed Cola building, and the third dragon head is located down in the anti-gravity area. When you kill a zombie near one of these statues, it should burst to life. After this, each dragon will need to eat about 7 zombies, and you'll know when it's done when it blows fire and then crumbles. Once all 3 have been fed and destroyed, the bow can be found in the room that you encounter after leaving the Speed Cola building to the anti-gravity area. These are the box locations starting relatively close to spawn. The first one is located right under the first dragon head. The second box is located near the death ray trap. The third one can be found directly in front of the bell tower in the courtyard. The fourth box is located next to the fireplace in the Speed Cola building. The fifth one is located directly in front of Juggernog, which is right outside of spawn. And the final box can be found near the teleporter in the rocket area. To activate the secret BRM Wallbuy, you're going to need to turn on the anti-gravity in this area, and then wall run on the outer walls, and then you're also going to wall run on the walls of this middle part. What you're doing is running across these small square tiles, and when you run over them, they will glow blue. After all have been activated, if you come over to this spot, there should be a BRM chalk outline that you can buy for 1800 points. These are the locations of the Wunderfizz machines. The first one is located to the left of the bell tower. The second one can be found at the top of these stairs in the Speed Cola building. The third one is located in the room across from Samantha's room. The fourth one is located down here by the first dragon head. And the final one is located to the right of the rocket platform. These are the locations of the Wunderspheres and their corresponding landing pads. Now, in order to use these transportation machines, you first have to make sure that the area that you're supposed to land in is accessible, and you also have to activate its landing pad by going up to it and holding square or X. So the first one we're going to start with is in the room above double tap, which is near the first dragon head, and the landing pad for this one is located right outside of the bell tower. From here, the second one is located just down the stairs in the courtyard, and its landing pad is actually just outside of the first Wundersphere location. The third one is located right in front of the death ray trap, which is in the middle area, and the landing pad for this one is located all the way down in the rocket area. And the final Wundersphere can be found in the back of the rocket area, and its landing pad is located at spawn. There's also an additional launcher located down at the anti-gravity area that will drop you into the courtyard, just like the geysers on Shangri-La. To do this mini Easter egg, make your way to the Speed Cola building, and if you look in the center, there should be this big ball with a smaller one orbiting it. If you shoot the smaller one twice, the room will look as if there is a giant disco ball in the sky, and there is also some really groovy music playing in the background. To upgrade the normal bow to the fire bow, you must first obviously have the bow, and if you don't know how to get this, go back to the beginning of the video, watch that tutorial, and then make your way back here. Once you have that, the first step is to come to the top of the stairs and the bell tower and shoot this circle that is on the wall. What should happen is the wall will break and some arrows will fall out. Go ahead and hold square or X and you should be able to pick those up. For the second step, make your way down to the rocket area. Now from here, what you have to do is wait until the rocket is going to do a test launch, then you must go into the teleporter room and wait for the doors to close and then open again. Once they do, make your way to where I do in the video and shoot an arrow at this glowing stone. If you're having troubles with this step, I found it easier to get almost completely in front of the stone as I do in the video. If done correctly, a ball of light will shoot out from the stone and up towards the map. For step 3, we must use the Wunderspheres to launch ourselves into the air and shoot these 3 circles. The first one is located right outside of the bell tower, the second one is located behind the death ray trap, and the final one is located on the ground when making your way to double tap. I found it easiest to use the courtyard Wundersphere to hit the circle by the death ray, the rocket Wundersphere to hit the circle by double tap, and then the Wundersphere by double tap to hit the circle in front of the bell tower. Once all have been hit correctly, they should be glowing like so. For step 4, you must stand in each circle and kill zombies. What will happen is the bottom part of your screen will glow orange, and the zombie souls will charge the circle. When each circle is done, a beam of light will shoot out from the floor into the sky. After charging all 3 circles, there should be a sun-looking orb above the death ray in the middle of the map. For step 5, make your way back to the top of the stairs in the bell tower. Once you're here, you must hold square or X on these gears and then they will start to spin. After that, if you look at the top, there should be a symbol in orange. Each symbol corresponds with one of the 3 fireplaces located around the map. The first symbol's fireplace can be found in the Speed Cola building. The second symbol's fireplace is located in the room across from Samantha's room, and the final symbol's fireplace can be found in the room next to the first dragon head by double tap. After you know which fireplace is yours, you must now find which one of the 3 circles is glowing. For me, the circle near double tap was glowing, and the fireplace I had to go to was across from Samantha's room. From here, you must stand in or near the glowing circle so that the bottom of your screen is glowing orange. Now you must shoot the arrows in the direction of your fireplace. As you can see, I shoot one arrow and a volcanic rock is left to show where my arrow landed. Once at this new location, your screen must glow orange, and you're going to do this again and try to get close to your fireplace. The best way to describe this step is that you're basically playing golf. Once you are close enough to your fireplace, go ahead and shoot an arrow into it, and if done correctly, a max ammo will spawn and there should be some pink fire. Now you can go up and hold X or square to pick up your new arrows. For step 6, make your way back to that big ball of fire and activate it by holding square or X. As you can see in the video, I was having some troubles trying to activate it, so if it seems like it's not working, just try and do it from different angles. What will happen next is the ball will harden over and then explode, dropping a newly forged arrow. For step 7, make your way to the anti-gravity area and place this new arrow in the firebox. From here you must charge it up with zombie souls, and when there are no more souls going to the arrow, this means that you are able to go over and trade your bows. To get a free death machine power-up, you must wall run over this blue square in the anti-gravity area, and then you should hear a cash sound. After that, make your way to the opposite side, and the power-up should be floating on the wall. To get free power-ups, you must first obtain a tram fuse. You can get these as normal power-ups, but there is also one given to you right when you spawn. If you go up to the tram control panel and hold square or X, the right side tram will make its way up and a random power-up will be located inside. These are the locations of the Gobblegum machines starting from spawn. The first one is located here at the starting area. The second one can be found right in front of the double tap machine. The third one is located up these stairs, which is right next to the first dragon head. The fourth one is located just outside of the power room next to all the knights. The fifth one is located in the trophy room, which is below the bell tower. Then if you go from the bell tower to the Speed Cola building, we can find the sixth one right here. The seventh one is located to the right of the spawn entrance from the zero gravity area. And the final Gobblegum machine can be found in the teleporter room down at the rocket area. This is the tutorial on how to build the gravity spikes. The first part we're going to start with can be obtained by going down to the rocket area and waiting for the rocket to do a test launch. When this happens, there will be a small panel near the back that you must activate, then run into the room before the doors close. From here, you're going to pretty much just survive until the doors open back up and all 3 of these lights are green. Once they are, hold X or square on the control panel and the part should spawn in the teleporter as a power-up. For the second part, you must buy the death ray trap and wait for it to end. From here, you're basically going to either look up in the air and calculate which Wundersphere you need to take in order to get the floating part, or you can do what I did and just use each one until I got it. To get the final part, you are simply going to kill a Panzersoldat, and it should spawn in after he is dead. When you have the gravity spikes, you can use the right trigger to spike the ground, or you can use the left triggers to set down the spikes and make an electrical trap with them. To pack punch on this map, we first need to find and teleport bits and pieces of the machine to 3 different locations. The first and second location that you choose to interact with really won't matter much, but the very last one will be where the machine automatically builds itself. So if you want the pack punch to be at a specific location, make sure it is the very last one that you interact with. So the first teleporter location can be found down in the anti-gravity area, the second one is located on the rocket pad, and the final location can be found in the middle section with the death ray trap. Now, just like the mystery box, this machine can change locations, so if it isn't where you last built or saw it, you will have to check the signs that are at these locations and they will show you where the machine currently is. These are the locations of the radios from one another, so the first one can be found in the room next to Samantha's.
Our allies in Division 9 have made great strides with their own research and development. Though I must confess to having had.
The second one is located on this table in the room across from the power switch, and to activate this you just simply need to shoot it. The third one can be found on this table down in the Speed Cola building.
Given that it is now over 2 weeks since contact was lost with Dr. Richthofen, along with the fact that all
The fourth one is located on this table in the bell tower.
I have a very good memory. At least that is what Richthofen said on more than one occasion.
And the final radio is located on this table in the teleporter room.
Despite the fact that all testing of the MPD has been put on hold, we have nonetheless observed a series of unprecedented and
To activate this map's musical Easter egg, we must find and activate 3 teddy bears. The first one is located in this truck down at the rocket area. The second one is located on this chair in Samantha's room. And the final teddy bear can be found on these boxes across from Juggernog.
I know it's not funny, but it's funny.
These are the locations of the traps from one another. The first one is this gate trap located near Double Tap and the first dragon head. The second one is the death ray, which is in the middle area, which is just outside of the power switch room. And the final trap is located at the entrance of the Speed Cola building. These are the locations of the workbenches from one another. The first one can be found near the Double Tap Wundersphere Location. The second one is in the back of the Speed Cola building. And the final workbench is in the back of the anti-gravity area. This is the tutorial on how to turn all the zombies in your game into skeletons. What you need to do is shoot 3 different locations with the Wrath of Ancient's bow, and if you don't know how to get that, go back to the beginning of the video, watch that tutorial, and then make your way back here. So the first location I started with is out in the courtyard. What you need to do is shoot below this middle stained glass window, and if done correctly you should see some black smoke, and you should also hear this sound. After that, the second location is this corner, which is by Double Tap. And the final one is this corner near Mule Kick. When all 3 of those locations have been shot, if you go into the Speed Cola building, you should have 3 skulls on this chair. Now after killing any normal zombies that have spawned in before doing this, the rest of these zombies should turn into skeletons. This is the tutorial on how to upgrade the storm bow. If you don't know how to get the normal bow, go back to the beginning of this video, watch that tutorial, and then make your way back here. The first step is to make your way to the death ray area and shoot this compass with the bow. What should happen is it will start to spin and a little part of the wall below it will break and your upgrade quest will fall out. For step 2, you must shoot 3 different piles of wood with your bow. The first one that I did was to the right of Mule Kick. The second one is to the right of the Wunderfizz machine by the bell tower. And the final one is down here at the rocket area. The best way to hit these would be by charging an arrow and aiming a bit above the actual pile. If done correctly, the pile should now be on fire. For step 3, you must wall run on these plant-looking symbols on the exterior walls of the anti-gravity area. If you don't know how to wall run in here, you must first stand on the 4 square tiles that surround the pyramid, and when you run over the symbols, it will make this noise. When you have finished this step, you should see your character quest circle at the top left. For step 4, you must charge 3 electrical pots with zombie souls. The first one can be found under the staircase in the bell tower. The second one is in the room above Double Tap. And the final one is in the teleporter room at the rocket area. You can do this with any weapon and you'll know when it's charged when it stops collecting souls. After collecting souls at all of those locations, step 5 requires you to shoot those 3 piles from step 2 again, but this time with a charged arrow. To charge an arrow, you simply have to be in the area of one of those pots and hold down your right trigger. If done correctly, you should see that you have a sparking arrow. Now you must shoot the piles again. You will probably have to use the bell tower pot to hit this one, the double tap pot to hit this one, and the rocket pot to hit this one. You'll know that you have done this correctly when the piles are electrified. For step 6, make your way back to the death ray area and shoot the iron dragon again. After doing that, go up to the blue smoke and hold square or X, and it should rise up into the fire, and then your newly forged arrows will fall back down. For the final step, make your way to the anti-gravity area and place your new arrow in this box. Now you must charge the arrow with zombie souls. Once the arrow stops collecting souls, you must go over and trade your current bow for the upgraded one. To upgrade the void bow, you first need to get the normal bow. If you don't know how to get that, go back to the beginning of the video, watch that tutorial, and then make your way back here. So the first step is to come over to the double tap area and shoot this symbol on the wall. The wall should break, and then you can grab these to begin your upgrade quest. For step 2, you will have to knife a zombie over this glowing tile in the trophy room. What will happen is the tile will break, and then you need to hold square or X on the face that is inside. If you are upgrading this bow on a higher round, the zombie shield works great for getting that melee kill. Once you've done that, step 3 requires you to go and find 6 keeper heads that are scattered around the map. The first one can be found right here in front of Mule Kick. The second one is located in this toy chest in Samantha's room. The third one can be found in this corner, which is right next to Double Tap. The fourth one is located up these stairs and on the ledge of this window. The fifth one is located in the sink of the teleporter room. And the final keeper head can be found on the bed of this truck at the rocket area. If you go back to the vase that we uncovered, you will now see that there is this ritual looking circle on the floor with 6 floating keeper heads. So for step 4, you must bring 6 crawlers in this circle so that the keeper heads can kill them. Once all 6 keeper heads are gone, the announcer will say 3 words. We will get to these words in the next step, but for step 7, you are to play the game as normal and just wait for these purple symbols to spawn as power-ups. What you have to do is collect 6 of these, and you can go back to the ritual circle to see how many you've collected or how many you still need. Once all 6 have been collected, you have to go into the room with all the knights and find pictures of those 3 words that were given to you. If you have forgotten these 3 words, you can simply shoot the floating vase and he should say them again. Here is a key of all the possible words and symbols, as well as the pictures that will be at the base of the knights. I'm also going to be providing a screenshot of this key in the description for you to use at any time. So once you know your 3 words and you know which knights have the corresponding pictures at their bases, you're going to hold square or X on them. If done correctly, a random symbol should be displayed. So as you can see, my 3 words were griffin, heart, and horn. So what I did was went over to the knight room and found pictures of those 3 words, and then wrote down the 3 symbols that I was given. After that, you're going to go back to the ritual circle and shoot your 3 symbols on the ground with the bow. If done correctly, the dude will say, "That is my name." After the vase disappears, you must hold square or X in the middle here and get your newly forged arrow. Now you can go down into the anti-gravity room, charge your arrow with zombie souls, and then you can finally trade your bows to get the upgraded one. To upgrade the wolf bow, you must first have the normal bow, and if you don't know how to get that, go back to the beginning of the video, watch that tutorial, and then make your way back here. So the first step is to activate these 4 paintings in a certain order. The first painting can be found in the trophy room. The second one is to the left of you when entering the bell tower. The third one is at the top of these stairs in the Speed Cola building. And the final one is in the hallway just before entering the room with all the knights. Now these paintings must be activated in a certain order, and the order will be different every game. If you hold square or X on one that is incorrect, you will hear this. If you activate a correct one, a symbol of 2 wolves should appear on the painting and you will hear this.
Here's the first one.
So once you find the first correct one, you must then find the next. If your next attempt is incorrect, you must go back to the first one, activate it again, and then try a different order. In my case, once I found the last one, I got lucky and each painting I went to next was the correct order.
Number 4.
After you have done all 4 and you hear a wolf howl, make your way to the anti-gravity area. When you come up to this symbol, the wall will break and then you will be able to activate your upgrade quest. For step 2, make your way down to the rocket area and shoot this flag with your bow. If done correctly, a blue skull should roll down into the map and you should hear this. For step 3, come up to this box in the anti-gravity area and hold square or X on it until a ghost wolf spawns behind it. Now you must follow him all the way to the courtyard until he stops and starts to dig. After this, you must stand in this area and charge the bones with zombie souls. Once the bones no longer collect souls, you must go up to it and hold square or X. You are to repeat this process 2 more times, once at this location near double tap, and the other one in front of the Pack-a-Punch location in the anti-gravity area. After that, the wolf will then come up to this wall and just sit there. For step 4, you must wall run and shoot an arrow into this hole in the wall. If you hit the arrow just right, a platform will appear that you are able to stand on. Once here, hold square or X on the bones and the skeleton will then give you a newly forged arrow. For the final step, place your bow in the wolf box and charge it with zombie souls. After it no longer collects souls, go ahead and trade your bow for the upgraded one.
Powerful spirits will join us in battle.
This is the tutorial on how to do the best AFK glitch on this map. So what you're going to do is make your way to the first dragon head, and you want to make sure that this debris on the bridge that is next to the dragon has been bought. After that, you're simply going to walk and jump crouch on the corner of the door that is under the dragon. If done correctly, you'll be sitting on a ledge and the zombies should pile up to the bridge on your right. In the video, I decided not to feed the dragon because it helps me judge how far I need to jump, but this glitch is possible when the dragon head is gone. To get a total of 500 free points on this map, all you need to do is simply go prone in front of the perk machines and you will be rewarded 100 points. Now for some reason this trick works for every perk but Stamin-up, and I'm not really sure why because it was also like that on Shadow's Vivo as well as the Giant. To get the Panzer Claw helmet, you must kill the Panzersoldat 3 times with these claws that are located around the map. The first one can be found in the rocks of the tunnel leading from spawn to Mule Kick. The second one can be found above this box near the first dragon head. And the third one is in the ceiling by this back window in the night room. To get these claws down, all you need to do is shoot them with any gun, and once they fall, try and bring a Panzersoldat directly in front of the claw's location, and then when you shoot it again, the claw will rocket forward and instantly kill him. For this to work, the Panzersoldat doesn't have to be perfectly lined up with the claw's path, as long as he is making his way in the right direction. I would recommend you shoot these claws down with a non-explosive weapon, because as you can see from the video, when I shot this one with the bow, it automatically fired, but luckily the Panzersoldat was already on his way towards me. After doing this with all 3, you will take less damage from the Panzersoldat when he tries to melee you, and you will also have a claw on your head.